that age will impact you even when you grow. Now, I want to tell you that I have recruited people in organizations who are educated, they have degrees, and they come to work, you know. And because of the way they grew up in homes, negative attitude. A person comes in a conference like this or a meeting, and they are just asking simple things. Who can, by the way, we need somebody who will take some points of what is going to be discussed. And if you asked who can do it, every person begins looking at each other. Looking at each other. I am telling that attitude, and there are people who will carry a different attitude, who will take initiative and say, no, I think I can help. I think I will write it down. So I'm looking at those small things even as a child. You can do to build your attitude as at your level. I would want you to see you as more of a volunteer at home. At home there could be problems, and problems are everywhere. Are you more inclined to solving a problem or to magnifying it? You know? Yeah, you know there are always two kinds of people. And I used to see it even in our home years ago, that you would have a scenario where probably the fees are not enough for all of us. Money for needs is not enough. And you have children that will come and they think that they should be the priority. And you as a child, in terms of nurturing attitude, how do you want to magnify that problem, or do you want to be part of the solution? These are questions I'm running away a bit from. I want us to be a little practical. That even at your level, that's what I'm challenging you to do. There are many ways you can be contributing to build your attitude. There are things you can help on, and they build you even from that level. When, for example, at my home, I am surprised that I have a 4-year-old boy who has a contribution he's making at home. I'll give you an example. I think, you know, as children, they are always home playing, they have energy. Now, we set time that at every 8 p.m. we must have altar time. But as parents, we go back when we are very tired. Even your parents can come when they are very tired. But that 4-year-old chap, in terms of attitude, his contribution is around there, summoning us for prayer. Even yesterday I was trying to write some notes for coming to talk at 8, and he said, Daddy, you are overwriting. It's prayer time. It's prayer time. Possibly I would have postponed that. No, I was challenged that Andrew is called Andrew at 8, because he knows the time. He said, no, this is my contribution. No, Daddy. And once he started calling us to order, and what even amazed me, that yesterday he was the one who said, no, I'm not going to share the word. Now I got out of my skin. I said, oh, he's going to share the word? He's a 4-year. Yesterday he shared. If my wife was he said, I'm going to share the word. Now the things I was noting, I first put down there. I said, what is it? Now I listened to the word. He had read a story about Zacchaeus and a story about Daniel. Now he asks a question. In the process, he asked it to my wife. But this Zacchaeus, he was a short man. How did he climb the tree? My wife turned the question to me. That Chief, you need to answer how This is a 4 year. I'm talking about how you can, there are opportunities to contribute. You see, spiritually, the guy is the one now putting us to a bit of order. Now, if you were a parent who didn't know the biblical context of things, because I also thought about it, because he asked the question, but he's a short man. And there was a picture of a tree when he was up. You know those Bible stories when the man is up and he's short. So I said, but and he's also picturing himself, I am short. How would I be like Zacchaeus? And the question was now directed to me as a father. I had to talk about the issues of faith, whatever. And also now to go back and say, okay. And the attention, Zacchaeus, then he had also questions that we said he took people's money. They were debating, they had gone through the story. But the point I want to pick from there, that as a child, in a home setting, if a 4-year-old can have that contribution, what is your attitude around home? Do you look around for opportunities to add value? I want to talk about the issue of entitleism. These days we have children who feel entitled. You know, daddy is supposed to do it. Daddy is supposed to do it. There could be so many daddies and mummies that are not doing what your daddy is doing. Hallelujah. So even in a home setting, it is an environment that builds our attitudes. It builds our behavior, our conduct. You cannot come up much later to try and learn a few values which you have not modeled at home. You know, the attitude of being appreciative. You know, being appreciative, attitude of gratitude. You know, the little that you have received. You know, even with God, if you are not grateful for the little, even that much you might be expecting, you may not be able to get. You know, so I am looking at those attitudes within a home setting we can nurture. Are you a peacemaker at home? You know, all homes have problems. If anybody tells you there's no problem at all, I think that person has not evaluated the home very well. Maybe the problem may not be as big, but everywhere we should expect that there are problems. But I want to challenge you in terms of attitude. Do you have a problem-solving strategy? Beyond talking about it and magnifying it, some of us, when I look back, I remember scenarios where we all had the same problems. Some of us, by God's grace, were able to conquer them. But the same problems consumed others of other friends. I'll give you an example. Mommy did not have sufficient school fees for all of us. We were like 4. I can tell you, for me, when I looked at that, I said, this mama, I could see that she's trying her best. Personally, I took a problem-solving strategy. My village is here in Ruero. What I used to do, I said, okay, mommy has been able to provide A, B, and C. I got a hoe and we are trying to move around to get for people we are going to dig for. I used to go and do some bricks. And I could get additional cash and have it there. Deal with other things. Others also tried other. I could see also others who are more inclined to begging. Mommy will find it. In fact, yes, there are also those situations where you are expecting the parent to go and call other relatives to help. But yet you have opportunities that you can nurture an attitude of working even at that level. That's why when I look back for me in my life, I see a scenario that even when I came here to Kampala, there is nothing that can defeat me. Because I've gone through those situations where there is lack, and I said, no, when there is lack, no, I get the strength and energy God has given me. So as a child, I am just challenging that the attitude at home should be an attitude of you looking at where should I add value. Where should I be contributing? Hallelujah. And as you do that, yes, you will be building your character. They are what we call 21st century skills. Has somebody heard about that? 21st century skills. What are they? What are some? Because now I'm dealing with, you are in this century, it is your century. They have talked about the 21st century skills. Who knows some of those skills? There are many. Uncle Humphreys, let Uncle Humphreys start us off. What are some of those?
I'll give 4 quick ones, and they are C's. Collaboration, communication, creativity, and which is the other C? It has skipped my mind.
Have you heard some of the examples of what is known as the 21st century skills? The 21st century is this century where you are. Are you aware of them? Why are they called 21st century skills? He has talked about collaboration, communication. You see, and I want to come to a home setting before we go even to school, before you eventually come to work. Are you trying to use the home environment as an environment to learn to communicate? Communicating with empathy, communicating with the clarity when you have a point to make at home, communicating with respect in a home setting. And I'm looking at your peers. If you have a sister or brother, what image do they have about you in terms of communication? Let's go to school. You are at O level, you are A level, you are in a tertiary institution. In that space, when you have colleagues, how do you talk with them? Are you a person who brings hope? Do you bring encouragement? Or you are a person who brings doom? You bring negativity. Negativity. So, like Uncle Humphreys told us, that 21st century skills. Communication is one of them. And we must learn to communicate right from school, right from home. Hallelujah. The education process and work later on can add on that. But I want to tell you, the foundation for building those skills is within the home setting. Parents, when there is an issue at home, as you come, there's a gentleman who gave us a good testimony there. As a teacher, that you know the problems which are at home, but how you handle them, the attitude you bring is important. And I've just given an example of communication. When there is a situation that is challenging at home, fellow peers, they have disagreed. Yes, for you now as an individual, and I'm putting it at individual level, what do you do? There is another 21st century skill. problem solving, creativity. How can we be creative? Do you know you can be in a home setting? Now I am still challenged by my 4-year-old guy and a 7-year-old girl. You know, one time I usually like buying for them bread and Blue Band. So one time, of course, I was buying bread without Blue Band, and I usually tell them the monies we have that today we don't have enough money. But I was thinking about to take the vehicle for washing, my car for washing. They wash it at 10,000 shillings, and I found the guy outside bringing a cup of water. I said that I'm washing this vehicle. The tires, he's on tires, and he's looking at saving a 10K, but there's Blue Band. You know that money we are taking. Even as a child, there are things you can look at within a home setting and you apply yourself and no, I think this one, if you have a daddy who is, for example, has a vehicle and you can stand in and say, no, I can wash it, and you are not washing it to expect payment, you know, because there's also that attitude that Dad, I've already washed it, where is my 5K that you were supposed to pay there, you know? But an attitude that is a helping attitude. It is what will distinguish you. And that's how we build. We don't, even when you reach at work, I have told you will have a volunteer, you will have that mentality of giving what you can give. I have said that your attitude is also contagious. You know, that if you have a negative, yes, if you have a negative attitude, because what we have is what we give away. If you are a polluter of the environment, you know, there are people who are polluters. At school, you know, people know you that when he comes here, his words hurt. His words are strong. This one is very critical. You know, in other words, what you give is death, not life. Yet as a child of God, an attitude when we are in an environment like school, you should be giving life. You should be giving support. There are guys who were bullies, and you are there, and you take pride in being a bully. It is unacceptable as an attitude. In fact, I was shocked. We used to have a student who was a bully. In senior 2, he actually beat up a teacher. I still remember that. Because he was a footballer and he was admired that time. Now, I was shocked recently. I found him in Kampala. I had gone to take my car for a garage for repair. And I found him there in an overall. I said, is this the guy? And he used to be very calm and collected, but with a very bullying kind of attitude. This time I confronted him. He had not seen me. And we talked. Because we started now talking about our olden days. Where are you? We talked. Now, this man was now very calm. I listened to his words. I said, God can change. And he was telling me, you know, life has a way to teach. He looked so humble. You know, he looked very different from who he was. But for me, as I was approaching him now in Kampala, I was still remembering the lionic spirit in him. I said, this guy is used to. And I even asked fellow mechanics around there. Because I talked to him for 20 minutes. We were talking. So they were wondering, but how have you had a conversation with that guy? He's always quiet. He's always quiet. But there's something I learned from him. That as students, our past if it is bad, if your attitude was bad, it can affect you all through life. I meet him now, but I still had that mindset. This one is a teacher, a beater of teachers. Thank God he has changed. Yes, when I met him recently. Yeah, so as students, the level at which we are, we must carry a good attitude, because it carries along with us. Negative attitude is bad. It destroys you. It doesn't add value to you. I want also to say we should take responsibility of our attitude. You are responsible to shape your attitude. Take an example of social media, for example. There is so much news you receive. And there is so much we allow in to come. And some of it, if you're not careful, if it is negative, if your attitude is not to see, you can even start boiling, you can start even developing anger, depending on what you have applied yourself to. So I want to encourage us that even as we are doing life at that level, wherever you are, that our attitude, we should take responsibility of it and allow only positive things. How we think, how we act. I told you that I am at campus also finalizing. There is a student who has challenged me. That student is, somehow he took to a habit of writing question approaches, and he has done it from year 1, year 2, year 3, even year 4. So he does, when you have some questions, I think he helps. He's one of the bright students in the class. But he has helped. I think he was deliberate on helping fellow students. You find him discussing for others. He goes out to write questions, approaches. Even me, who went back as a musei to study when I'm a bit old, I know of him. In fact, recently I had to look for him. He was sitting and as we talk, hey, man, you have a very good attitude. That is what he's giving out at that level. Others would do, and I think it has made him better because he's even on the top of the class. Everybody is looking for him. There was a dinner, a last dinner people were having in Munyonyo. I was not surprised when I was looking. I didn't attend personally. But people were sending pictures. People who have won awards. And I was very happy to see his award. They called him, he got what they called the Lord Denning Award. Lord Denning in the law school is like a person who has been analyzing the law, helping others, and that kind of thing. Now, whereas there was so many awards, but even me, who didn't participate, I said no, this man deserved it. So at student level, the guy already has impact. Some of us at student level, when you have your good notes, hiding is the issue. You want to top the class, but the other guy has an attitude that he wants us to win collectively. Recently, 2 days ago, I was doing an exam, and part of what I was discussing, I had read one of his question approach. And it helped me. I will not forget him. So for you at your level, are you seeing yourself as one who can impact your peers better? You know, just even from a point of knowledge, what you have. And it is from that God builds to give you even more wisdom. God gives you more opportunities. Hallelujah. Let us not wait that after I've left school, then I will start doing this. Life is not like that. You create the infrastructure when you are still young, so that when you grow now, you have already been mastering something, and you can do it now better. Hallelujah. So that discipline is important for us to nurture. I talked about entitlism, and I said we should avoid entitlism. That we are entitled, you know, as a child. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You need I don't know if you know of a story of a guy called Subi. There's a university student they wrote about was called Subi. He came to Makerere with a suitcase which is metallic. Eh? Yes, you know, yes, metallic. And I think for him, he knew he came with a metallic suitcase, and he became an attraction. When he reaches University Hall here in Makerere, some bullies just took his picture and said, "You'll see this attitude." I'm talking about attitude. There are those who had an attitude to shame him. They picked it, and it became a subject of social media. Look at the guy who has come to campus with this. Yet now, that gentleman, for him, he had come for a different purpose. His attitude was, I'm coming for my education. I have finally made it. As his story was trending on social media, it piqued interest. It piqued interest as people were interviewing him. He gets to be known. And he had applied for a different course and missed his main course of engineering. But because of his attitude, there are some sponsors that were concerned, this guy has a good attitude. And as it moved around, sponsors came and they took over his bills. He then went for they readmitted him for engineering. The course he had wanted. What do I want to pick from that story? The mindset the guy had. If I have made it at campus, it doesn't matter how much I'm coming with. This is the season for me just to pass through. And he came like that. The naysayers, people who are talking negative things, he did not focus. So you as a child, as a student, your focus should be on the things that matter, the essentials. And that Subi man, I think even when you Google him, you'll find beautiful stories about him. You and I should carry the same attitude as students. Understand that there are different seasons. If it's a season of not so much abundance, be in it, preparing you for abundance. I think I will not overemphasize that point. Yeah, but you need at that point where you are to have a positive outlook to things. How you think, how you act, how you conduct yourself. Now, I want also to talk, as I draw towards the closure, about your priorities. What are your priorities there now? Where are you focusing your concentration? It's a key to success.